World War I started in 1914 with the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand, King of Austria-Hungary. As Ferdinand and his wife were in the back seat of a car, a suburban man walked up to them and shot multiple times. Austria-Hungary blamed the suburbans, which led to a war. As the argument got serious, so did the alliances. The Triple Alliance included Italy, Germany, and Austria-Hungary. The Triple Entente included France, Russia, or USSR at the time, and Great Britain. World War I was different than any others. New weapons was a big part of the war. The propaganda was used during the war to boost the country effort. Mustard gas was another technique. If anybody was to come in contact with the mustard gas, it would burn their eyes and skin. They used masks to prevent mustard gas from hurting their eyes and skin. Trench warfare were trenches in the ground in wars for cover and safety. Trench warfare also had its downsides. It was harder to advance further into the enemy base because you can't take the trench anywhere you go. You have to build a new one. And it is a very big target because it's a very small space. If there was a bomb in the trench, it would be hard to get out in order before it explodes. Underwater boats, or U-boats, were new to World War I. U-boats were invented at first used by Germany. It gave them a huge advantage. With this advantage, they used it to blockade the British. One ship it destroyed was the Lusitania, which carried war materials as well as passengers to England. Over 1,200 people were killed, including 128 Americans. This persuaded the United States and Woodrow Wilson, the United States President, to declare war on Germany. Planes and tanks were new to the war also. In 1918, the war finally ended with the Central Powers defeated. Here is a video.
November 1918. The Great War was over. The country's mood was one of celebration. Our boys were coming home. Many believed we had fought the war to end all wars. President Wilson was
the Big Four led the Paris Peace Conference. The four men that were in it was the British Prime Minister, David George, the Italian Premier, Orlando French, and then the Premier, Cal Mancusi, and the U.S. President Wilson. This is the League of Nations in session in 1930. They fixed any injustice that treaties created. It eventually led to the Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles blamed Germany for the war. It ended up having to pay and lose territory.
Hopeful that the Versailles Treaty and the League of Nations would guarantee a permanent peace. It had been a terrible war. 100,000 doughboys died. Those returning on the troop ships in 1919 were trying to forget the trenches of France. This would be difficult for those who were wounded or maimed in the war. For them, the adjustment to civilian life would be long and bitter. Forgetting the horrors of the war would take time.